Hey everyone, today we're just going to look at some bass lines and just a few things that you can do to your bass line. I'll just give a brief overview of everything, and then depending on what kind of song you're working on, you'll want to change the way that you're doing your bass processing. So let's have a look. I've got a song here. It's a hip hop song that I mixed a couple of months ago. Really like it. It's a guy from France, and I'm just going to home in on the bass and show you exactly what I did to the bass in this song. First thing I did, I'll give you a listen first so you can hear. So it's a well recorded live bass, and it just needs to be in the bottom of this song, doing its thing underneath and relating nicely with the melody. You'll hear me stress that it's important that the bass line always relates well with the melody like that. So just to go over it really quickly, and obviously you can send me any examples or screenshots of things you've done with your bass and I'll take a look. This is quite specific to this song, but feel free to ask any questions or send in some screenshots or audio examples and I'll take a look or listen. Right, first thing I did was a nice fade, not a sharp one, and you'll hear a lot of debate about this online, but I just did it below sort of 25 hertz. I did a dip here at 80. It's a good trick if you need to let the 80 hertz of the kick push through. You can do it with sidechain as well, which I've done a bit of here, but I've dipped some at 80 hertz so the kick can just punch through there. Have a listen. So that's punching through there. And then if you've got sort of a boomy bass, I haven't really with this one, I've just done it as an example, but a lot of live basses you can get quite a boomy sound sometimes. You can cut sort of anywhere between 60 to 200 hertz, not too sharp, just a nice gentle curve, and you can take out some of that boomy stuff. Obviously have a listen to the bass when it's soloed, push your EQ up, find out where that boomy stuff is and just pull it down. Next, I was going on to, oh yeah, there's around 350 to 400. If your bass has got a bit too much presence, which this hasn't, because as I said earlier, it just needs to be in the song, sort of underneath doing its thing, but you can reduce some of the presence of the bass from sort of 350 to 400 hertz, so around that area you could take a bit out there. The attack of the bass you'll usually find between 700 to 1000 hertz, so this was quite a sharper notch because I found where the attack was and I just pushed it up. Again, there's the punch around 800 hertz, so if you want a punchy bass, look around it, have a listen around the 800 hertz area and you'll be able to find it around there. If it was more of a funky sort of live bass or even an acoustic bass or like a pop style slappy bass, you can get some of the string sound, the string noise and slap is around 2.5k. So yeah, you'd be around this area. You can get some of the slap there. Something that you can do as well if you want to. It's nice in acoustic songs sometimes. You can try one reverb on the bass line, like a plate reverb. It's quite nice. It comes off the high notes. Make sure you use it as a send. It gives the bass a bit of distance and it doesn't sort of make it sound too cardboard like. Next thing I did to this bass, which we're going to do another tutorial on, was I sidechained it, the kick drum, so every time the kick plays the bass will dip down a bit because this is a hip hop song, we really want this kick punching through, so yeah. So with that 80 hertz dip and a bit of sidechain, the kick's got a really good chance of pushing its way through. Like I say, we'll do another tutorial on all these settings and stuff, so don't pay too much attention to it now. If you're in a song where you need to use it now, feel free to ask me and I'll let you know. Yeah, with regards to compressing the bass, a lot of times you're not going to need to compress it, but if you do need to control it, you can use some compression. We'll look over that in another setting, but for me I've just used UAD's LA2A sort of leveler to just to knock off a tiny bit where the higher notes were getting a bit loud. But yeah, like I say, it's going to suit different songs differently, so we'll look at that in another tutorial. You'll notice that I didn't boost any of the low end with this EQ. I saved that for the UAD Poltec, so at 60 hertz I did 4 dB, so it's quite a lot, but I really wanted to get that warmth and sub through, so I did 60 Hz, 4 dB there. And that's all I've done really with the bass. It's nice, it's a really good way to mix, to listen to the whole song playing at once. Fade the bass in, really try and feel it and make sure it relates with that melody there. I've gone over this quickly, and obviously things apply to different genres of music, so feel free to ask any questions at all, and as I say, I'll have a look at your stuff for you. Okay guys, thanks a lot. I'll see you in the next tutorial.